Welcome to solverfy.
Okay, so we're going to look at the combination of lithium plus and nitrite NO2 minus. And we're told to use the swap and drop method to determine the correct ionic formula for the compound form between lithium plus, and nitrite. One thing that I find helpful with doing this swap and drop method is one, use color coding. I'm going to put red for my lithium and blue for my nitrate. And the other thing is, rather than just saying plus or minus, I always say +1. Let me, just want to make the ones red for lithium, +1. And for nitrite, I will color code my 1 as blue. So lithium has a +1 charge, nitrate has a -1 charge, right? And the reason for that is because you use this number in the swap and drop method. So what they tell you to do is that you rewrite lithium and you rewrite nitrite, right? But you leave a little space here, which I'm going to put as a circle, and that's where our subscript on lithium is going to go. And you leave a little space here, and that's where our substrate on nitrite is going to go. And the swapping and the dropping refers to that. The swapping is that we take the number up top on nitrite and we drop it into the subscript here. We take the superscript on lithium and we drop it into there, right? And we don't bring the charges along with us. We're just talking about the ones here, with the idea being that this would tell us that we have 1 lithium and put parentheses around the NO2, so we know we're just talking about the whole molecule and not just NO2 or the oxygen. We put a 1 here, right? That's the swap and drop. You use the charge of the opposite ion to determine how many of your cation you need. So the charge of our anion tells us how many of our cation we need, and the charge on our cation tells us how many of our anions we need. That's the swap and drop method. So the number of lithium atoms is 1, the number of nitrate atoms is 1. Now, typically you wouldn't write this formally out in this way, right? Because when you get the case where whenever there's a 1, you just don't write it. So you just say lithium nitrite. But that's not immediately obvious, right? So this is sort of an intermediate step. Once you've gotten both 1s, then you're like, okay, that's pretty obvious. I can just draw it without the 1s. But this is how to do the swap and drop method.